Mr. Transformers 96 here with another Force Friday reveal. I'm going to be talking about some of the new S.H. Figuarts figures that were shown for Star Wars The Last Jedi. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Captain Phasma. I don't think I'm going to talk about them all unless you guys want me to, but the Praetorian Guards I will make a separate video of, and I maybe will talk about Kylo Ren and Rey. However, I definitely want to talk about Phasma. Phasma, believe it or not, even though it's basically just a repaint, is the one that I'm like most interested in. So I definitely want to talk about Phasma. I'm a huge Phasma fan. I love her look, and although her part was disappointing in The Force Awakens, I have accepted it now, and I'm pretty okay with it. And the fact that she is continuing this franchise and hopefully will grow as far as her role is concerned, I am very excited for. So let's talk about it. As you can see, this is the same Captain Phasma that came out for The Force Awakens, and how I felt about that figure, because I do own it. It is my favorite Captain Phasma figure. Even compared to the Hot Toys, it's still my favorite. I like the design of it. It had a bit more exaggerated proportions, especially in the chest area and the legs, as well as the helmet, which I really enjoyed. Although it's not 100% accurate, I think that it just looked very cool. It also featured a very nice amount of articulation. I thought that the cape was sculpted very nicely and had a very strong shoulder section, which I thought looked very cool. And she was able to hold the weapon very well. As well, she had a nice shiny paint job. Definitely not accurate because it was not chrome, but it was a nice shine to it. They have updated the figure, though, by giving her a few more accessories and a new paint job. That new paint job, of course, features chrome. So they have completely chromed out the figure to make it accurate, which I'm very happy about. I think that it does look great. It looks very chromish. I do have the Mafex version, which was chrome. This doesn't look as shiny as that one. However, it might just be the pictures here. It's a little hard to tell. But getting the Mafex and the s.h.figuarts one together, you should be able to get a good look at how the chrome compares. But I do think it looks very nice. It's obviously a huge upgrade, and it's a upgrade that was needed, so I'm very happy about that. Then the next thing that she comes with, which I'm really excited for, is the spear. I'm very happy that Captain Phasma does feature a new weapon being a spear in this new movie. I think that that is the perfect accessory for her, and it does mean that she'll probably use it. I mean, you don't, like, the gun, obviously is kind of like a standard stormtrooper type of thing, but the spear is so unique that it would be weird to give her the spear and just have her walk around with it. I would imagine that there is some sort of scene, and I'm not saying like it's a huge battle or anything, but there is, I would guess that there's some sort of scene where she's disciplining one of her troops and uses it, or maybe she does get caught in a bit of a fight and uses it as well, because you don't introduce something without using it. That's like that is a rule of film, actually. I can't remember who said the quote, but the quote was, if you see a gun hanging on the wall in Act 2, it has to be fired by Act 3. That's kind of a famous quote in the film industry. So if you introduce something like this, it has to be used. So I would imagine that it will be used in some capacity. So hopefully it's a big fight. That would be awesome. But it could just be used for a simple scene where she's, again, like I said, disciplining some of her troops or something. So I think it does look very cool. And as far as her accessories go, the new accessories, she comes with her standard blaster, which is now silver instead of gold, which I think is kind of interesting. She comes with a pistol, which she didn't have before, so that's interesting. And then she comes with a large spear, and then she comes with like a dagger. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that dagger is supposed to be a different weapon, or if that's just the spear that's been collapsed on itself. It would be very cool if she has that on her back. She takes it out and presses a button, and it extends into this very long spear. That would be pretty sweet. Considering it's the same thickness, though, that obviously wouldn't be physically possible. But it's Star Wars, so who cares? That would be very cool, though. I think that would make for a very nice shot in a scene. So, just doing a quick comparison here, they did give you a comparison photo of the chrome, the new version for The Last Jedi on the left, comparatively speaking, to the one from The Force Awakens, being that kind of shiny steel silver look. And as you can see, some of the lining work on the helmet is new. I do believe that it's the exact same sculpt. However, some of the lining is not outlined, which is an interesting choice. I do like it, though. Just it makes it a little bit more different. As far as if I plan to get this, Yes, I have already pre-ordered it actually, which it's obviously just a repaint with a new couple of accessories, so it's probably not the smartest thing for me to do. However, I'm a huge Captain Phasma fan, and being that the last Figuarts figure was my favorite Captain Phasma figure, just improving it and making it perfect is certainly welcome. So I'm very excited for this. Because she's chrome, she's actually the most expensive out of these new Figuarts figures, which is definitely disappointing. She retails for about what is it? It's $50 or $60. I think like 60 or so, which is definitely kind of, it's a little on the high end, especially when you have to calculate shipping in with that. One thing that's really nice though is that she comes out this month in September, which is very cool. Usually with Figuarts they take months to get released. This one, being that it mainly is a repaint though, they're able to pump it out a little faster, and therefore you don't really have to wait for it. So hopefully this ships in a couple weeks, and I am very excited to get it and add it to my Phasma collection, especially since this one has such good articulation that the spear, you'll be able to pose it in some really cool ways, I think. So there you go, that's my thoughts on this S.H.figuarts Star Wars The Last Jedi Captain Phasma figure. Well, let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.